Welcome back, fellas, and the occasional lady. The 59 is under the knife, so it's in the shop, and it is a mess. There's a ton of metalwork, a lot of patches, a lot of cutout, a lot of recreating. And today, figured I'd get into it and start just living the dream. Got the rocker and the step up cut out, and finding all the problems along the way, as it always goes. There's always the unforeseen, and it's going to go how it's going to go. It's just like every other one that I do. The One of the biggest problems, though, is like this patch panel. That's pretty simple, really. Um, Parts for these trucks are super limited, and the customer could only find what he could find, and he found this thing, and it's a real gem. Whoever made this piece, I can't even believe they sent it out the door and put it out on the market and got a price for it. It's literally bent up, banged up. This area right here, as you can see, they had to cut it to make the bend, but they only cut one side. They didn't like put a relief cut in it, and then they just proceeded to beat it together, bang it around a form, whatever they're using in their shop or facility or whatever. This area here has got a big dimple in it. It's going to have to get relief cut to flatten it out some. This bend in here is even worse than the other one. The piece is cut out with a pair of shears. The bottom edge of it's like barbed wire. No kind of finishing or dressing. It definitely wasn't put through a shear. They cut it with a pair of hand shears. And they didn't even cut it straight. It's wavy, and granted, it's not going to be seen, be underneath the bottom step. But still, just handling it, fit and finish. I mean, you guys are putting stuff out on the market, and you're getting a certain price for it, and if you call them out on it, there is a company sticker on the back of this piece, which I won't mention any names. But if you're putting this stuff out to guys, at least have like a little pride. Guys complain about the Chinese. At least the Chinese parts are stamped out, and they have a little pride in their stuff for the most part. This right here is the going to be the toe area, the step up, and so he's got that, and he's got the rocker. That trans tunnel is going to need some work. It was beat up. It's got kind of a rotted area around it. That's going to end up getting cut out and replaced. We're waiting on a cab mount because the only thing that was keeping the mount basically in the truck was the bolt in it. It wasn't attached really anywhere to the floor or the inside of this bottom of this door pillar. Bottom of this pillar is going to have to get recreated. Just check with the customer. He's going to see if something's offered. If not, we'll recreate it from scratch. Got the hinge out. That'll run through the cabinet, get cleaned up, probably get soaked in OSFO also and rust killed. And so hopefully in the next couple of days, I'll have a follow-up video of this thing kind of going back together. I'm going to do it in a few different steps. This truck's going to be here till mid-November. Front fenders getting replaced in patches. The weird thing about this is you can't buy. And if anyone knows that you can buy, please hit me up in the comments and let me know, because we have only found you can buy a patch from the center of the tire towards the nose or center of the tire towards the door. Fenders are only sold in halves. If somebody has a source, please let us know that there is a complete fender, because we will buy them. Body's got some dings and some dents. That's not going to be my baby. Rear corners of the bed are both getting cut off, replaced. I may try to metalwork this one, pull it, clean it up in place, and keep the original. If not, we have a set of new ones, which are right there. And those actually look pretty nice. They're a heavier material. I think they're 16 gauge, may even be 14. And nice fit and finish on them. Nice E-prime on them. That's passenger side stuff, step, the surround, and then the thinner piece is basically it's a rocker, outer rocker if you want to call it that. So we've got a bunch going on. Floor patches, front and rear for in the cab. He sourced a clean grill that's going to be replacing the one that's on it. One that's on it's missing a bunch of material in some of the sides. It's rotted real bad. So we found this one on eBay and bought it. Guy threw in the headlights and the bezels, which was nice of him. Paid pretty fair price for it. And just more parts, pieces. He's brought me a ton of sheet metal. We have a bunch of stuff for this truck. We've got boxes and panels and pieces and bumpers. All the stuff that is back there that is in epoxy prime, that's for another build coming up, a 72 Jimmy. And this one's got to get done and out the door by mid-November. Then the Jimmy will come in, and I mentioned in another video, there will also be a complete video on this K5. This was a frame off with a 383 stroker, everything new, 6-inch lift, vintage air, Holly sniper, bunch of stuff. So that's going to be leaving shortly. About 90% on that, minus some wiring. And we're going to try and get this little piggy done. And he's got a bunch of interior parts for it. Seat's going to go out to the upholsterer. He's got a new headliner for it. He's got all the little miscellaneous stuff. Door handles, window cranks, some seals for it. I think he's going to have some of the glass replaced. Driver's side door glass has a crack in it. So he's got a whole list of stuff that he needs to still get, and a ton of stuff that he's already picked up that he's brought to me, and he's probably bringing to me tonight. So I figure I'd make a little quick Sunday video. And once again, if anybody has a source for 59 Ford front fenders in one piece, at this point we don't really care that they're repops and they're probably a lighter material. If somebody can source full ones, please let us know in the comments. Hope you guys like the Sunday afternoon vid. If you like the stuff I'm doing, you know, the whole typical routine, like it, subscribe, hit me up, do what you guys like to do with this stuff. Appreciate you checking it out.